Today's topic, vertical and adjacent angles. We're going to start off with vertical angles. Vertical angles are formed when two lines intersect. So if you look at this diagram right here, line P is intersecting with line N. And this is going to create four different angles. We have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4. Now with vertical angles, they are a pair of angles that are across from each other. They're across the intersection from each other. So in this example, 1 and 4, angle 1 and angle 4 are vertical. They're across from each other. Angle 3 and angle 2 are vertical. They're across from each other. With vertical angles, the neat thing about them is that they are congruent. This means that their measurements are equal to each other. Going back to our angles here, so angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. What that means, let's get my pen here, sorry about that. So, now I went to the wrong thing. Okay, so let's say the measure of angle 1, let's say that's 100 degrees. That means that the measure of angle 4 is also going to be 100 degrees. Now here we have the angle 2 and angle 3. These angles are vertical, they're across from each other, so they are congruent. If we said that the measure of angle 2 was 77 degrees, the measure of angle 3 would also be 77 degrees. Now here is an example. This is saying if the measure of angle 1 equals 122 degrees, what is the measure of angle 4? And I encourage you to pause the video right here and fill this answer in for yourself. So what we know that if we look at the positions, angle 1 and angle 4, they're across an intersection from each other. So this means that if the measure of angle 1 is 122 degrees, the measure of angle 4 is also 122 degrees. Alright, here's a similar problem, but not exactly the same here. If the measure of angle 1 again is 122 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2? If we look at these two angles, 1 and 2, they are not across an intersection from each other. They're actually next to each other, which brings us to our next category of angles, adjacent. So adjacent angles are next to each other. Right here, we're going to look at line N for a second, and we're going to see that line N carries across the bottom of angle 1 and angle 2. And if you look at this pink section of line P right here, they are sharing this ray. So an adjacent angle, when you have adjacent angles, they share one side. And if you can see, angle 1 and angle 2, they're sharing this pink part of line P. The other thing you're going to notice is that they form a straight line. This, as we know, means that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. So, we know they're supplementary. We know that supplementary means, let me get my pen again, it keeps leaving me, two angles that add up to 180 degrees. So if I know that angle 1 is 122 degrees, if I go ahead and subtract 122 degrees from 180, I end up with 58 degrees. That means that my angle number 2 here has to be 58 degrees.